Hey guys, Jay! Welcome back to the channel. Guys, today is absolutely nuts, and not for the reasons I thought it was going to be when I woke up this morning. As you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of the collector conventions from retail stores like Target, who's now celebrating their Fall Collector Geek Out. This is crazy. I mean, again, this started during the pandemic when everything was kind of weird and we couldn't get out, we couldn't go to conventions, so places like Hasbro Pulse decided to create their own Hasbro PulseCon, and following suit, retailers like Target created the, Fall Target Geek Out, and of course, Walmart created their Walmart CollectorCon, which of course is kind of crazy the way they market these things, but exclusives are exclusives, guys, right? And they decided to make this Collector Con kind of situation. But today, something actually did get me excited about the Target Fall Geek Out. Thanks to my good friend JP over at Thundercats Classics, we're finding out today that Thundercats are actually making their way to the retail location of Target, and what they dropped today is absolutely blowing my mind. Guys, let's take a look at what was dropped today at the Target Fall Geek Out event, because this one's really exciting for anybody who's a Thundercats fan. Let's have a look. Thundercats Classics. He sent me this message early today, and I was like, okay, they're selling Thundercats at Target, but then he told me that Lino has already sold out, and that caught my attention, because thinking that these are $50 figures, that kind of gave me pause. I was like, wow, a $50 figure sold out immediately. That's crazy. That's unheard of. So I headed over to the collector spot, Target's Fall Collector Geek Out. And this has been going for about a week now. I haven't been reporting on it much because for those of you who've been watching the channel for a while, you guys already know how I feel about Target conventions and Walmart conventions. I'm just kind of disillusioned by the idea that these are conventions and have exclusives only available at Target or Walmart. It's just another way to get people's excitement up, to entice FOMO, and not that much into it. As well, a lot of the figures that show up at this, I found after the fact, show up at Target eventually, and people have a better time hunting them in the wild than they do on this event, which a lot of these things end up selling out. This year, though, it was kind of different. Last week, they had the McFarlane Showcase, and this was actually a lot of fun. Revealed in that particular release were the Christmas version of the Joker, which is a lot of fun if you are a Batman the Animated Series fan. After all, this was one of those key episodes. It wasn't because it was just Christmas themed. There's actually a lot of great moments in the episode. Available right now, $29.99. You can pre-order it. It still has not sold out. Then they released Barbara Gordon, the Batgirl, 6-inch figure from the DC Direct Batman Animated Series. These are 6-inch figures, and I love the look of these figures. They always had that wonderful design aesthetic that I love from the animated series. This one still has that cell shading. You can see some light cell shading here as well as on the boots, but I think it's a little better in the way they've actually handled it compared to other figures in the line. There's not such a heavy emphasis on the cell shading itself, which is a lot better than the original versions that were coming out early on. $29.99, available pre-order right now, has not sold out. This one is going back to the animation cells, inspired by that, using that cell shading technique. But here you can sort of understand it a little bit better. I mean, this is actually the way he did look in the show. This one, of course, is Lightning Strike Batman from the animated series. I think it's a little bit more closer to the way he looked in the show, but again, in certain details like the shading on the back of the legs, it's a real hit and miss in a lot of ways with these figures, and your mileage may vary depending on the figure you actually get. $29.99 for this exclusive right now, and it's pre-orderable on Target.com. The Two-Face figure is a lot more in line with what I would expect from a cel-shaded type of character. I mean, look, there's not much cell shading on him at all, especially not in the face, which is a welcome addition. The lapels show a little bit of shading there, as well as the other side of his coat, but on the other side, it's pretty much all black with small little highlights, and I think that this is the correct way to do a cel-shaded character. He's available right now, $29.99 on Target, timed editions until the regular editions come out for other companies. McFarlane also released their McFarlane Toys Spider-Man Gold Label action figure, which are less action figures and more statuettes or stanchions, but these are the ones which they have gotten the license for small little statuettes based on the cover artwork of Todd McFarlane, which look amazing. This one here is a gold labeled edition. Looking at it again, though, it appears that this definitely was not illustrated by Todd McFarlane. As a matter of fact, this was inspired by the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 68. You can see on the cover, it is definitely, most definitely not Todd McFarlane. As a matter of fact, scrolling down further, we can find out by clicking on this little detail here. Original release date is 1969. That's a far cry from where Todd McFarlane started drawing comics. And a quick Google search actually reveals that this was written by Stan Lee with pencils by Jim Mooney and John Romita Sr. So this is one great piece of history right here. And now it's been immortalized with this wonderful staction, which is available right now for pre-order. $29.99 for McFarlane Toys Spider-Man Gold Label action figure, and it still has not sold out. This is the one which a lot of people were very, very excited for. The McFarlane Toys DC Direct Batman the Animated Series large Batwing vehicle. Holy crap, this thing is absolutely massive. And it is very much in style of the Animated Series Batwing. Looking at some of the shots here, it is huge. It does have an inner cockpit, as we can see right here. And it does actually light up, which is beautiful. Very much the same way the Batmobile from the animated series did light up. And it measures a whopping 37 inches long. Holy crap. From the wingtips all the way to the edge of the tail fin, this thing is a behemoth. And at only $150, that is a pretty good value considering the Batwing from the Flash movie was being offered at $250 as a McFarlane exclusive back in the day. This has still not sold out either, but is pre-orderable on Target.com. But today, a brand new set of figures was released, which got my eye, and of course the eye of Thundercats Classics. JP sent me that message, and scrolling down, we can see that today's drop, yes indeed guys, Godzilla and Thundercats. This is absolutely crazy. Let's take a dive into this and see exactly what was released today for Super 7. As these are kind of cool, man. I really do. As these are freaking amazing, and I'm really excited to see these ones dropped. The first figure I want to take a look at is the Super 7 Toho Deluxe Super Kaiju Godzilla 89 action figure. Man, that's a mouthful. $35.49. Wow, that is a good price. Action figures from Super 7 are generally in the $50 range. So this is pretty amazing, actually. We can see that this version of Godzilla comes with a destroyed building, which is a nice little touch. I love that. And of course, this is based on the classic version of Godzilla that we all grew up on. He looks mean and in charge. And he does measure a full 5 inches tall and 5.4 inches wide. Holy crap. This is amazing. Love the new packaging design by Super 7. This is, of course, black and white, very much in line with the way he looked in the movies when he was first released, Godzilla 89. Of course, the films were not black and white back then, but the classic Godzilla releases, of course, from Toho were in black and white. Super Kaiju, Godzilla. I love the Japanese writing. I love the whole idea that the city is crumbling. Collect them all. We can even see the cross. We can even see the Crosszilla here with Mechagodzilla, 1993. I love it, guys. This is amazing. Only at Target, so this is actually a Target exclusive. Man, that's crazy. Taking a quick look at the animation. Holy crap, he is huge. If you are a Godzilla fan, you do not want to miss out on this figure. $34.49, amazing price for a Super 7 figure at retail at Target. Incredible. And then, of course, his partner in crime, the Super 7 Toho Deluxe Super Kaiju Mechagodzilla 93 action figure. This is a Target exclusive. Oh my god, this is crazy. Now, of course, these being Target exclusives, you'll expect that these will start to sell out very quickly, and we'll get to that in a second. At $35.49, this is a great value, especially when you consider that these are Super 7 figures. He comes with another piece of a destroyed building. I believe it's the top of the building that's included with Godzilla, and he looks awesome. I've always loved Mechagodzilla. He stands a whopping 5.2 inches tall and 3.75 inches long. His tail is not nearly as long as Godzilla's tail, but he's still menacing all the same. He comes in this wonderful packaging, again, black and white in nature, celebrating the Mechagodzilla from 1993. He looks freaking incredible. Once again, the cross cell with the city is crumbling. This is an amazing collectible for anyone who's a Godzilla fan. And then we come down to the two figures which really surprised me today. This is crazy, guys. Super 7 is offering Thundercats Cartoon Edition, or Toy Editions if you will, deluxe action figures at $35.49. What? Now, it should be noted that it doesn't look like there are a lot of accessories with these figures. Monkey in here only comes with his Battle Morningstar flail. He does not seem to come with anything else. No additional head sculpts. No swappable hands. So this is not an Ultimates figure. This is a deluxe figure. Here he is presented in his original release. It looks a little cartoonish with his new head sculpt. I think that's actually what they're going for here. And what's really amazing, if you are a Thundercats fan, is they come on this classic-inspired LJN backing card. Looking at it again, it's an actual blister card with a blister bubble. So this is not collector packaging. This is definitely something you have to rip open to get to the figure itself. This is part of their new DX Deluxe line. And I'm wondering if that's their now retail, much more retail friendly, much more consumer friendly $35 price tag, which is awesome. I think that's going to be great. Monkey and deluxe action figure. He looks amazing. On the back, there is no cross-sell. It's just very much in the style of the original Exodus VHS box art. I love it. And once again, we can see here that Munkian doesn't come with a lot, but he is, of course, a Super 7 figure, meaning he is wonderfully sculpted, looks amazing, and he does at least come with one weapon. This is amazing, guys. For budget-friendly collectors of Thundercats, this is a must-have. At $34.49, this is a steal compared to the $55 it's usually retailing at. This is pre-orderable right now on Target.com. Don't sleep on this one, guys. This is a great price to get Munkian into your collection. And of course, the Lord of the Thundercats did show up today, but he quickly sold out. At $35.49, that's not a surprise. This is crazy. Now, he is using the same buck as the Light Up Eyes Lino that was released earlier during San Diego Comic-Con. But as you can see, he does not come with a lot of accessories. It literally is just Lino with his new head sculpt, Sword of Omens in its extended form, and the claw shield. Very much inspired by the LJN releases of the day. He does come in that wonderful new blister pack, again inspired by the LJN packaging. This is amazing. DX Deluxe line, Lino Deluxe action figure. The cross-sell is non-existent, but again has that VHS packaging art. And of course, the Lord of the Thundercats looks incredible. Here's a 360-degree turn of the Lord of the Thundercats right here, and he looks absolutely amazing. Guys, do not sleep on this. This is crazy. Thundercats have a new retail version, and they're retailing only for $35.49. Lino has sold out, but you can rest assured that he will be showing up at Target, hopefully by the time this video gets released. And start hunting, everybody, because these are going to be very sought after, being LJN-inspired toy packaging art, and of course with this brand new cartoon-inspired versions of Lino and Munkian. Guys, for the first time in a long time, I actually am very, very excited about Target's Fall Geek Out. This is something that I will be starting to get up early in the morning, especially if they start releasing all the new Thundercats week after week. Only time will tell, but this is an amazing drop for the second week for Target's Fall Collecticon. Thundercats are loose, everybody. Thundercats are loose. Holy crap, everybody, I can't believe it. $35 Thundercats? What? This is amazing. This is truly something to be celebrated because, after all, traditionally, Thundercats at Super 7 are sold for something like $55, which is crazy for some people, especially on a budget. And these figures, although they're not Ultimates figures, which come with a whole bunch of hands, a whole bunch of swords, a whole bunch of accessories, and a whole bunch of freaking claw shields, oh my god, we're still getting one claw shield with this Lino, but I'm a heck of a lot happier than 4 different claw shields, which is just absolutely crazy. And of course, Munkian only comes with one accessory, but that's fine. They come with their newer versions of the figures, more cartoon-inspired, I think, and they look really, really great. And for the $35 price tag, I think that is a welcome price for anybody who's a collector, especially on a budget these days, as things are just getting more and more expensive as time goes on. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts about the Target Fall Geek Out? And are you guys excited for those releases at only $35 each? This is ridiculous and a brand new price point going forward for retail versions of Super 7 products. Are you excited about these releases? Or are you kind of upset that they're releasing these at this price point now, years later, when you nearly completed your entire Thundercats collection? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. If you enjoyed this type of content, guys, please consider giving me a like. It really does help me out. And please consider subscribing to the channel as we're nearing our goal of 20,000 subscribers, guys. It's not that far away, and we can make it. Hopefully by the end of the year, I would really love to get there. And of course, I want to thank each and every one of you for all the love and support, especially my patrons and channel members. Without them, I couldn't do this channel, guys. It really means the world to me. All your love and support. You guys are the best. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thundercats at Target. Ho! Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.